Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will teach you how to insert image in database using Spring Boot. In order for you to follow along, you should have knowledge in Spring Boot, MySQL, and Java. Okay, let's get started. In this video, I'm gonna use IntelliJ IDE. But if you are using another IDE, that's totally fine. To create our project, I'll go to my browser and type start spring.io. Okay, let's set up our project. Our project is Maven, programming language Java. In this project, I'm gonna use Spring Boot version 2.76. For the group name, I leave it as it is. And the artifact is upload image. For description, I'm gonna name it demo upload image into database. For packaging, I'm gonna choose jar. And for Java version, I'm gonna use 11 because I have Java version 11 installed in my machine. Alright. Okay, let's add our dependency. So the first dependency is Spring Web. Okay. And Spring Data JPA. And MySQL driver. Also DevTools and Thymeleaf. Okay, we're good to go. And let's generate our project. Now let's go to our project. Show folder. Okay, I'm gonna put this on my desktop. Cat here. Okay. I will extract this. Extract here. And I will open my IntelliJ. Open. Desktop. And upload image. Alright. Let's wait until all the dependency are resolving. Alright, I guess. So our project is ready. So let's check our pom.xml. Okay, let's check our dependency. So we have Java version 11. We have Spring Data JPA, Thymeleaf, Spring Web, DevTools, and MySQL connector. And we have Spring Boot starter for our unit test. Okay, we're good to go. So let's run this project. Go to source, main, Java, and run. Oops, I got an error. And it says no profiles are currently active. Because in pom.xml, I added the Spring Data JPA dependencies for our database transaction. But I did not configure my database in my application properties. As you can see here, it's blank properties. So I got this error. So let's fix this. To fix this error, let's configure our database. So spring data source dot URL is equals to jdbc.mysql localhost and 3306, that our port number, and database name is upload image server time zone equals to UTC, and Spring data source, the username equals to root, Spring data source, the password equals to admin, Spring data source, category, minimum item equals to 1, Spring data source, category, the maximum tool size equals to 2, Spring JPA Hibernate Okay, we're good to go. Let's run this project again. Okay, we got an error. Here, update. It should update. Okay, let's run this again. Okay, it says our project is started on port 8080. Okay, let's go to port 8080. Localhost 8080. Okay, we got white label error page because we haven't set up yet our HTML page. Let's set up our index page. Let's go to our IDE, and in template, let's add index.html. Alright, and our title is upload image, and heading 1, upload image to database. Okay, let's create our main controller. And let's annotate this at controller. Alright, get nothing, and public string view index return index. Okay, let's try run our project. Reload. Okay, let's reload our project. Okay, here we go. We display our index.html page. Okay, now let's create our entity. Let's go here, new package, entity. Okay, let's create user. So I will annotate this as entity. and a table. So table name is equals to users. So this is will be assigned to my database. Okay, let's create private teacher ID. Let's annotate ID at generated value, strategy, identity. It means it will auto increment our ID. So let's add a private string username. Okay, and a column is name username. Okay, and private string photos, and let's annotate this column blank and 64. Alright, let's create a constructor for user, empty constructor, and to parameterize constructor, public user. We can have a shortcut, insert, generate constructor, this one. Okay, and let's add getter and setter. Alright, I think, and also let's add a toString. Okay. Alright, ready to go. Okay, the next step is let's create a repository, Java class, and its interface, user repository, and extends the CRUD repository, and our object is user, and the data type is integer. Okay, we're good to go. Save. So let's create our unit test. Let's test our user repository, new Java class, user repository test, repository test. Alright. Okay, let's auto-wire our user repository. Auto-wire private user repository repo test public void test create new user. Alright, before I run this unit test, I will create my schema in my workbench. So I'll open my workbench. Alright, and I will create my schema, upload image, click apply, and finish. As you can see, my table is empty. Alright, so I go back to my D and let's run our unit test. Alright, so our unit test is successful. As you can see, it says is create table user ID integer equals null auto increment photos bar chart. Okay, let's check our workbench. If I refresh this, I get a users table and empty. The users table, it's created from our user entity here. As you can see, it's the same name in our table in workbench users. All right. Okay, let's create our first user. Okay, user, new user, uh, John, and image is default.png. Alright, user, save, user, user, repo.save, user, insert that. Okay, let's import this. Import static, assertion that. Alright, save, user is not more. Okay, let's run our unit test. Okay, it's successful. Let's go to our workbench. As you can see, our data here it's empty, but if I refresh that, I get one data here from our unit test. Our username is John and photos is default PNG. Alright. Now we have successfully created our user. Now let's try it using our HTML page. Alright. I'm going to my index.html and add my Thymeleaf reference here. Relevance th equals to http www.thymeleaf.org. If you don't have knowledge about Thymeleaf, you can visit their documentation at thymeleaf.org. Alright, so I'm gonna create a tag th href user. This endpoint I haven't created this. I will create this in my controller later. Alright. Okay, let's run our project. First, I'm gonna add the name, add new user. Okay, let's run this project again. Okay. Okay, let's refresh this. Alright, we have a button here, add new user. If I click this, I get a white level error page because I haven't created yet the user form registration. Alright, so let's get back to our IDE. Now let's create our user controller. Okay, here. Okay, now let's create our user controller. Alright, Java class, user controller. Let's annotate this as controller and at get mapping users new public string you user register. Okay, return user forms. So this form I haven't created yet. So I will create this form. I'll go here. I just copy this and paste here. I will rename this as user form. Alright, and user registration. Alright, let's run this project again. Okay, let's reload this and add user. Alright, as you can see, my user registration form is showing up. Okay, let's get back to our ID. Okay, now let's create our user registration form. I'm gonna use Bootstrap 4. Okay, what is cool? So I'm gonna use Bootstrap 4 and go to the form, and I'm going to copy this. Alright, this one. Okay, paste here, and from here, here. Okay, user registration. Users save and pause. So we're gonna use answer type, whatever form, because we're going to upload file data type, file input type in our database. Alright, so I'm gonna change this to username, username text, and username. Oh, I don't need this name. Alright, enter username, and I need to map the username field. Alright, username. Okay, and this one is the photos, file image, a file image, image. I don't need the placeholder, and the type is file. Right, photos, and I don't need this. So I'm gonna add another input type here. Input type equals to hidden, and th field is photos. Alright, photos. And in our image file, we need to put a restriction. Alright, and accept only image PNG and image JPG. Alright, I think, okay, let's run this. Okay, alright, let's go to localhost 8080. Oh, we got an error. What it says here, line 14. Okay, let's take a look at line 14. Username, th field. Okay, input type, th field is to username. Let's have a look in our, yeah, it's username. Username, and what's the root cause of error? And neither line in the printer as request attribute. Alright, okay. The error is we forgot to add the object in our form. So let's go back to our user controller and let's add a model here. Model, and let's create a user equals to new user. Alright, let's import this and let's add the model attribute users, okay, and user, just user, okay. Now this user object, we need to bind this in our user form. Alright, let's add here the object user. Right, this object equals to user. Come on. Alright, now let's run this again. Let's see if we got an error. Alright, I think we're good. Let's run this again. Okay, here we go. This is our user registration form, and enter username and choose file, and it filter only PNG and JPEG. Yes, yep. Let's go up to our ID. Alright, let's create our service. We're almost there. Alright, user service. I will annotate this at service. Let's auto-wire our user repository. Repo public user. Uh, let's import this. Save user. For simplicity, let's will not put validation. Alright, okay. That's it for our save. And let's go back to our user controller. Let's create a post mapping. Now before that, let's create first our file upload utilities. Okay, let's create a new class. File upload util. Alright, so let's create our, this is the method to save the image. String upload. Oh, I forgot this. String alright, but make sure you're using java.nio.file. Alright, upload path, equals to path. The purpose of this class, I created a separate class for upload file so that we can reuse this class in our different uh, modules like upload brand, upload logo, okay, and upload if not files that exist. So it says here if the directory is not exist, so it will create a directories with the name. It will depend on the given string here. All right, so let's add an exception. Okay, let's add try catch here. Try input string multiple file that get input string. All right, standard corruption. Okay. Right. I think this is for save our file, the database. Alright, let's go back to our user service. Now let's go back to our user controller. Let's create our post mapping. Post mapping users save public user. This request for ROM, it will, well, I'll explain it later. The part, if not, multi-part is empty. Okay, string only equals to string utils. Make sure you are using the Spring Framework.util. Okay, click path, multi-part get rejoin. Alright. User the set follows is the file name. User right user save user equals to service. Okay, let's annotate our service out of the while private user service. Okay, let's say this is our upload directory. So I'm gonna say images. Okay. IPS ID. Alright. I'll upload util that save file. Upload. Where is it? Upload. Type okay, else if user get photos. Okay, let's add an exception. Okay, I think we're good to go. Now let's try run our project. Alright. Okay, I'm going back here. Uh, I'm going to check my MySQL workbench. Oh, oh come on. My unit test is always running. Alright. So I need to delete this. Okay. Running here. Server. Okay, let's choose an image. Standing up man. Submit. Okay. I'm back in my index. Okay, let's have a look in our database. Yeah, here we go. Our image is uploaded in our database. If I check my directory, I'm going to my desktop, check here. As you can see, I have a folder images here because I named my folder as images. So if I check that directory, I got the ID of uh, user, which is 9, and the picture. Alright, now we have successfully upload image in our database. In the next video, we will edit, uh, update, and delete the image in our database. Thank you for watching.